I går. I går. Yesterday. For et par dage siden. For et par dage siden. A couple of days ago. I sidste uge. I sidste uge. Last week. For lang tid siden. For lang tid siden. A long time ago. At undervise. To teach, but in a formal context, like what I'm doing right now. Well, this is a video, but you could still call it undervise. What I'll do later today in private lessons, that is definitely undervise. So undervise is when you are teaching someone a specific skill, and usually, signed up for a lesson program, you're getting paid, there's homework, that kind of stuff. So only that context. You wouldn't say it if you have a friend or a girlfriend or something, and you taught him or her to do something, like you taught them a life skill. It's unnatural. Alle i den familie er ulykkelige. Alle i den familie er ulykkelige. Everyone in that family is unhappy. Et ulykkeligt år. Et ulykkeligt år. A miserable year. Min tante virker så ulykkelig. Alle i den familie er ulykkelige. Et ulykkeligt år. Jeg tegner en gang om ugen. I draw once a week. It's perfect. So notice that in Danish, when you want to say once a week, you say en gang om ugen. Ugen literally means the week. And this might be confusing in the beginning, but it just is what it is. So en gang om ugen. It's also en gang om måneden, om året, a year. So all of those, when it's like in a cycle or when it's repeating itself, is the week. Even the day, om dagen, om ugen. Min yndlingssanger, sangerinde er. My favorite singer is. Sanger is male and sangerinde is female. Is that simple? This is the same in singular and plural, whether it's one or two or more movies. It's always film, unless of course it's the definitive, then it's film, but that's different. So this is just movies in general. Now you gotta put a name here first. Du. Spiller så godt. Spiller så godt. Acts or plays so well. Spiller is, well, it's play in a lot of contexts, like computer games or sports or anything. But it's also act when we're talking about movies and stuff like that. Spiller. Spiller så godt. Vi tænder lys. Vi tænder lys. We turn on lights. And in this case, I was thinking about candle lights, like with an actual flame, not electric lights. Smerte vil altid resultere i mere smerte. Og smerten har forpestet mit hjerte. Nu har smerten heldigvis ikke så stærkt et greb i mig mere. Men jeg skal gøre en indsats hver dag, for ikke at lade mig styre af mørke tanker. Kærlighed og tillid, håb og optimisme, det er det smukke, som gør livet værd at leve. Mene is an interesting thing. Now, some of you might know mening. Mening is opinion. At mene is the verb. So sort of like what your opinion is or what your guess is. And here we are sort of theorizing. This guy, well, me, is saying, I would guess that, yeah. So that's what mene is. Jeg er træt af at spille. Tired of playing. And yeah, like playing a game, card game, computer game, sports, anything like that. Træt af, tired of, is the same. Træt af at spille. Tired of playing. Yeah. This one. Jeg har fået nok af hans undskyldninger. Jeg har fået nok af hans undskyldninger. That's a long word. I've had enough of his excuses. So if you're fed up with something, like, oh, no more of that, I'm done with that, then you can say this. Jeg har fået nok af, and then the thing you're tired of. Det er bare ærgerligt, fordi den er sulten. Det er den. Og den har set dig. Det har den. Og det betyder, at den vil spise dig. Måske med lidt tabascosauce, eller noget sojasauce, eller noget ost, men det vigtigste er, at den spiser dig. Nå, men det er faktisk lidt kedeligt bare at stå her. Well, it's actually a little boring just standing here. Jeg går hen til min bil. Den er ikke så pæn. I'm walking over to my car. It's not so pretty. Den er gammel og beskidt, men jeg elsker den. It's old and dirty, but I love it. Hunden er menneskets bedste ven. Dog is man's or human's best friend. So menneskets literally means humans, right? To us Danish people, it's kind of weird that you say man's best friend, but oh well. Hunden er menneskets bedste ven. Now let's look at the different ones. So the first one is færdig, and like this, but there's a problem. There is no E, and we gotta have E because it's plural and it's flertal, as we call it in Danish. It's more than one person. So it cannot be the first one. You gotta have the E. And I would always recommend you to read the lyrics either before, during, or after. You can maybe even print out the lyrics. You print out the lyrics because then you can look at it later. The beauty of songs is that they're not very long, and compared to a movie, for example. So you can do it without having much time on your hands, and you don't have to commit so much. So that's kind of cool. K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z Æ Ø Å. Og siger forsigtigt sine tanker højt. And carefully, forsigtigt is carefully. She carefully says her thoughts out loud. Ja, du er en bjørn. Yeah, you're a bear. Og bjørne er rovdyr, er de ikke? And bears are predators, aren't they? Belgisk chokolade. Belgisk chokolade. Belgian chocolate. It's a cliché, but it works. En rigtig pizza. En rigtig pizza. A real pizza. Den grønne banan. Den grønne banan. The green banana. Skoen er lille. Skoen er lille. The shoe is small, or tiny, or anything. Skoen er lille. Yeah. And lille is a little bit different from many other adjectives because you cannot put a T. You cannot say lillet. That is not a thing, okay? Don't say that. So en lille, like en sko, if you want to say it that way. Emil, du skal i bad. Emil, you have to take a bath or a shower. Nej, det vil jeg ikke. No, I don't want to. Jamen, det skal du. Well, you have to. Du er ikke min mor. You're not my mom. Nej, det er jeg ikke. No, I'm not. I 10 år, det burde du vide allerede. For 10 years, you should know that already. Det har de naturligvis ret i. Og hvordan føles det at være konge? You are of course right about that. And how does it feel to be king? Det føles bare så godt. Jeg elsker det. It just feels so good. I love it. Oh yeah, this is a nice word. Sindssyg. Sindssyg means insane. If you look at the spelling and everything here, you got sin, and sin means mind, right? Yeah. And then syg is like sick, so mind sick. And this S after sin is just to connect them, because very often in compound words or composite words, we have an S to connect the two parts, right? It's very, very common. So sindssyg, mind sick, insane. I would say that if you're relying on memorizing phrases, you can get to a decent level, like at least some basic level. You can say some stuff, have some little conversation, but you won't really be able to make your own sentences, because everything is like, well, what have I memorized, instead of making your own sentences, right? So it's kind of like that. Nej, det var slet ikke sådan noget. Han skulle spise 20 pizzaer med ananas. Som du nok kan gætte, tog han det ikke særlig pænt. No, it wasn't anything like that. He had to eat 20 pizzas with pineapple. As you can probably guess, he didn't take it very well. The second one is, han træner at blive bedre. Yeah, it's good that we have the ads, but something is missing, right? You gotta have the for. You gotta have that for before the ad. Han træner for at blive bedre. It's like that, right? It's very important. Third one, han træner for at blive bedre. Well, again, you're missing something. You're missing the ads. You gotta have both of them, right? Lad mig høre din dårligste joke, eller din bedste score-replik. Score-replik, that's kind of the main word here, right? It is pick-up line, because in Danish to get someone to pick them up is score. Right? Just like in football or any other sports where there's a goal, at score, to score. So yeah. Men hvis vi har tid, så gør vi det. Hvis vi har tid, så gør vi det. If we have time, then we'll do it. Hvis vi har tid, så gør vi det. Er det okay, hvis jeg låner den her? Er det okay, hvis jeg låner den her? Is it okay if I borrow this one? Then we are moving to SF, or Socialistisk Folkeparti, right? Socialistic Folk Party. It doesn't sound very good in English. And this is a little closer to the center. They still care about the same issues, but they don't want to go as far as these parties, right? And they're more willing to compromise. And they're also more willing to accept some maybe military expansion. So yeah, but they're still like left of center. You know, they talk a lot about the kids in daycare and kindergartens, like they need to have it better and all that kind of stuff. It's something they've been talking a lot about. And they're also trying to push the, prime minister to have more left-wing policies. So that is basically SF. Manden er rig, det kan du se. Han har en guldske og en lækker BMW. Mange er misundelige, men han er ligeglad. Han spiser kaviar til aftensmad. Når han vågner, drikker han champagne. Til morgenmad spiser han lasagne. Han har et spejl af guld, og sutsko af det fineste uld. Ballade, hvad mener du med det? Trouble, what do you mean by that? Julemanden er ikke meget for at fortælle det. Santa isn't much for telling it. He's kind of reluctant, and he's like fighting it. And this is also very, very useful. Jeg er ikke meget for det. Like, I'm doing it, but I don't want to. And he's like unwillingly. Okay, Hvor længe har du været veganer? Okay, for how long have you been a vegan? Hvor længe? Jeg tror det er 5 dage nu. How long? I think it's 5 days now. Nå, det er ikke så lang tid. Oh, it's not that long time. Han tænker, hvor er min kaffe? Jeg er tørstig. He thinks, where is my coffee? I'm thirsty. Nu åbner han køleskabet, og der står en kop varm kaffe. Now he opens the fridge, and there's a warm cup of coffee. Let's look at the second one here. Tak til din bror. Yeah, that's tempting because you got like, oh, thanks to, so tak til, but no. When you're thinking like it's a positive thing, like owing to or okagede in Japanese, then you gotta say takket være. Right? So it's very important that you say that. Tak til is like if you're thanking someone. Oh, tak til ham, like thanks to him, like I thank him. Tak til dig or something like that. But here it's about the cause, right? The thing that brought that a positive change or consequence.
Kan du ikke bare slappe af?
Der findes kun én djævel, og det er mig.
Hvorfor skal du være så mærkelig?
Ild, flammer, smerte til dig.
Kan du ikke bare være træls?
Jeg er ondskaben selv.
Du behøver ikke være min ven, men kan du ikke bare være træls?
Det interessante ved bogen var handlingen. Det interessante ved bogen var handlingen. The interesting thing about the book was the action or the plot. So here we have det interessante ved bogen. Like, so ved is again about a certain aspect, side, element. When you're talking about something and you want to say the good thing about, the bad thing about, the interesting thing about, and so on, you want to say ved. Det interessante ved bogen, det bedste ved bogen, det mærkelige ved bogen, det anything, right? And no, you don't have to say ting, like den interessante ting, den gode ting, den mærkelige ting. No, that's English. Right? Like in Danish, you can just say det, and then the adjective, right? But you gotta have an e there.